Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
You're now connected to Jackie Zulu.
Work hard, play harder.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Steven Adams.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding really as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Thompson and Green are the guard pair. Steven Adams is out there with Smith. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And for Portland, Davis is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Grant, and it's Sharp in at the small forward. So many teams, Greg, look to run these days. It's refreshing, isn't it, to see a battle between half-court offense.
And to excel at that, you have to be extremely tactical, minimize turnovers, and execution is key.
And it's going to be the TrailBlazers off the tip. Simons against Thompson. Passes it to Davis. Ayton a screen on Butler. Bounce pass Davis. Here's Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Shooting 2. First free throw is good. Hey, GA, you went to back-to-back conference finals with Portland. What's it like playing here?
I mean, this building is as loud as any in the NBA. The fans are tremendous, very loyal. I really enjoyed my time here in Rip City.
Ayton hits them both. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Adams. Outside, Green puts up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Grant with a screen on Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's Ayton, and Adams sends it back. Simons against Thompson. Pass to Adams. Inside. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Adams.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. And Adams sends it back. Now Butler, coming off a solid outing against Portland. Butler on the wing. And it's Butler with the jam.
Outstanding play from Jimmy Butler. Doesn't get any higher percentage than that.
For the TrailBlazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
They show real guts, nabbing that victory in overtime. No doubt they are a better team because of that one moving forward.
Here's Butler. The Blazers getting the bucket. Portland grabs the miss. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Especially on the road. Each miss fired up that crowd even more.
Now here's Ayton. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Simons missing. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Simons against Thompson, and the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got 6 points.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now, here's Simons. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. He can't get that one. Good D by Thompson.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Butler finds Adams. Houston moving the ball around. Takes the 13-footer. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. The pass to Grant. Ayton with it. They get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Simons. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the Rockets score.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Grant with a screen on Green. Now, here's Sean. He's guarded closely. And Adams sends it back.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Thompson outside. Outside Butler. Adams sets the pick for Butler. Back to Adams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And coming down the back 9 of the NBA season, Steve, the second half. What are the contending teams most focused on at this point of the year?
It's about keeping their rhythm, adding a little bit more each day, maintaining health. You want to be ready to go once the playoffs arrive. That's the big thing, though, rhythm.
And checking out the numbers for Jimmy Butler, he's been more than solid over the last month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. but that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
And also, his defensive performance can be measured by the lack of offensive stats put up against him.
Grant against Smith. Will it go? It's hauled in by Adams.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Smith kicks to Adams. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Butler. Smith left side. They shoot again, and it's Butler laying it in.
Jimmy Butler.
Butler's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Thompson against Simon. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Smith. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers. And Thompson throws it down.
Assisted by
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Henderson's checked in for Sharp.
to your Blazers.
Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. TrailBlazers trail by 14. And here is Davis. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Butler. And Davis pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And for Jimmy Butler, he's the type of player we know, Steve, that fills in the gaps wherever his team needs it.
Kevin, he's often the top scorer, defender, and playmaker for his team. His desire to win is unmatched. Jimmy Butler might be the most overlooked superstar in this league.
So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin?
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jabari Smith. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the TrailBlazers. Smith hits them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Henderson dishes to Ayton. Davis kicks to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one. Portland again missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Thompson against Henderson. Adams outside. Passes it to Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Butler's got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
TrailBlazers trail by 18. Now here's Davis. Nothing on the board. Thibault up top. 5 to shoot. Anderson looking it over. Portland no good that time either.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Thompson finds Butler. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here is Davis. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Thibault can't get it to go. Houston leading by 20. Pass to Butler. To the middle. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Green. Some solid defense from Grant.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Green against Henderson. And just miss after miss right now.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Butler against Ayton. Adams with the screen on Ayton. Butler passes to Adams. Out to Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Back to Thompson. Over Davis. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here is Davis. No scoring in this one. Over Butler. Again, the miss by the TrailBlazers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
They kick it out to Green. A 3-ball. Hands it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Henderson. 8 points his last outing. The feed to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
So for the TrailBlazers, Valanciunas comes in for Ayton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Davis. Pass to Landale. Brooks right side. Over Thibault. Brooks with the bucket.
Not just a floor spacer. Dillon will take the mid-range jumper if you give it to him.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland TrailBlazers. Grant outside. Back to Henderson. And he drives in. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
There's the pass to Banks. Brooks outside. 1:46 left to play here in the first. Bledsoe against Henderson. On the wing, Green. His three-pointer's off the mark. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Connaughton kicks to Henderson. Grant down low. Banks is there. Now Grant turns in an outstanding game against San Antonio. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Relentless interior effort from Jeremy Grant, not letting the defenders scare him off.
Passes it to Landale. There's a screen from deep. Green. Rebound by the TrailBlazers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Henderson against Bledsoe. Pass to Grant. Fades away. Brooks grabs the board.
Went to the fadeaway, didn't need to though. Probably cost him some points.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Brooks setting a pick for Green. Green missing again. Grant with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Bledsoe against Henderson. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Houston with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Rockets leading by 21. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. You've got Dylan Brooks. Ridmore is out there with Mr. Moves. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Banks at center. The league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
And that one misses.
I feel like Jimmy Butler would fit well during my heyday. Jimmy plays with a lot of attitude.
He hits the second from the line. The Blazers on offense. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Bledsoe against Henderson. Here's Grant. Some solid defense from Butler.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Banks. Some solid defense from Grant. And stolen by Banks. And now here's Banks, the fast break opportunity. He feeds it to Butler. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assisted.
Butler's got 13 points.
Jimmy Butler has really turned up his energy level, going out of his way to cook the defense.
Henderson against Bledsoe. Pass to Grant. Butler with the steal. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy Butler made some headlines a while back when he said he wished the NBA would allow more of the scrapping we saw in decades past. So would I. He says that would suit his game, though. Jimmy said, I want to run into people and see who falls down first, who's going to quit first. That's the style of basketball I like to play. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. And it shows, D.A., it shows. Thank you so much. Yep, that one goes in there.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Henderson against Bledsoe. Henderson passes to Grant. And Portland with another turnover here.
Houston ball.
No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
For your
The Trailblazers making a switch here.
Number 17.
Sharp's checked in.
Sharp.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside Banks. Here's Butler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Here's Valanciunas, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
Looking at the veteran Jonas Valanciunas, Steve, he remains a nightly double-double threat.
He's someone that likes to flex his muscle on both ends, Kevin. A big man who uses his size to his advantage and is reliable at cashing in from inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
He's a big man who plays to his strengths. Valanciunas offers a lot of grit and toughness.
And he sinks the second. Here's Butler. He's got 17. They set the pick. Not going to go that time. Nice feed from Valanciunas. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now, here's Sharp. Defense is right there over Whitmore. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
The Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Thibault, the pass to Sharp. Out to Henderson. Just 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Whitmore, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
TrailBlazers.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
It's that time.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. The Rockets also changing it up. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Banks. And it's Thompson in for Whitmore.
Step team.
For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against Portland. And the pass to Sharp. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
Sharp wants to go to the line. You gotta love his willingness to accept contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion, loving the hustle.
2 shots.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
The first free throw is good.
This game has rounded out since he came into the league. Sharp can spot up, create for himself. He's got a lot of ways to make a difference.
That one misses.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Butler feeling out a bit. Adams down low. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Bledsoe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Simons against Bledsoe.
Blocking
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The graceful touch on the floater. Simons has so many tricks up his sleeve.
And what a score Anthony Simons has become, Steve. Wow.
I love it, Kevin, because he can do it from all 3 levels. Smooth jumper, uses his body to protect the ball when he's driving inside, and some nights he's unstoppable.
Banks checked in for Adams.
Such an explosive talent. Anthony Simons can carry your offense in stretches when you need that.
Bledsoe outside. Thompson against Henderson.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Henderson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
The Rockets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Grant kicks to Simons. Now, here's Sharp. Brooks covering. Sharp, the pass to Valanciunas. Banks against Valanciunas. And that one, good.
This is basketball 101. This is the size mismatch you look to create.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland TrailBlazers. Passes it to Valanciunas. Now, here's Sharp. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. Simons from outside. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Pass to Banks. Bledsoe with it. Henderson pulls it in. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Sharp. Brooks covering. Lets it fly from 18. And the TrailBlazers getting another bucket right there.
Every now and then, Sharp stretches himself and goes for these mid-range J's.
And here's Bledsoe. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The tray. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Bledsoe against Simon. Here's Sharp. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Banks kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Banks. To the paint. Here's Butler. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Rockets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Walker's checked in for the TrailBlazers. Davis comes in for Anfernee Simons. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Mr. Moves.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Henderson against Thompson. Henderson outside. Outside, Davis. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dishes it to Butler. Green with a screen on Walker. Here's Butler. Smith controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Walker. Smith against Valanciunas to stop the run. That one misses. Good work defensively by Smith. Houston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Tari Eason's checked in for Houston.
Tari Eason.
Brooks outside. The pass to Thompson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Thompson's got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Henderson against Thompson. Outside, Davis. Back to Henderson. 5 on the clock. Valanciunas sets a screen for Henderson. Lets it fly from 18. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Thompson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Portland, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 10-1 run right now. Easton, a screen on Henderson. Thompson right side. Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Scoot Henderson. Some rookies have had a very hot hand this season. These are the best three-point shooters in the NBA's freshman class. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for the TrailBlazers. Davis against Thompson. Valanciunas sets a screen for Davis. Portland no good that time either. Houston's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now here's Thompson. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. Here's Eason. It's hauled in by the TrailBlazers. Here's Sharp. Buries it from three-point range. Sharp's got 6 points in the quarter.
Got to get out on Sharp. He can definitely do damage from outside the arc.
Passes to Smith. Kicks it to Thompson. Smith inside, guarded by Valanciunas. Eason's shot is good.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Now, here's Sharp, guarded by Green. Outside, Davis takes a three. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Thompson, not a lot of room, unloads from 13. Rebound by the TrailBlazers. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Thybulle, still scoreless. It's Davis on the wing. Rocket 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first for the TrailBlazers. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jeremy Grant in for Matisse Thybulle. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Now here's Green, guarded closely.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Davis against Thompson. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Sharp. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Sharp. That's good. Sharp's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Green taking his time here. Over Sharp. And it's Green missing. And for Portland, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. It is tough to overlook the pedigree of the Grant family, but you see where Jeremy Grant gets his talent.
No mistaking that, Kevin. When your dad is Harvey Grant and your uncle is Horace Grant, you're destined to make it in the NBA.
Here's Grant. And the rebound goes to the Rockets, fresh from a win against Portland.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
Now here is Smith, following the miss by Jeremy Grant.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Feeds it to Grant. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Can't get it to fall.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Green against Davis. Green in the post. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Davis against Thompson. Davis with it. Ayton a screen on Thompson. Davis inside. Good D by Thompson. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Houston. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hey everybody, as you know, both rosters tonight without a number of key pieces. And guys, I was just thinking, as I often do, in your travels around the league, the only team you both played for was the Orlando Magic.
Can he play for them?
6 games, and it was the worst 6 games of my life.
How many of those games did you start?
I started 2, and I should have started all of them. That's another story.
And you know what else? The Magic also say it was the worst 6 games for them. And now switching over to our current game, what a tough start for the TrailBlazers.
You see him trying to lean on that three-point shot? That can be a blessing or a curse. Right now, they're cursed.
Yeah, it seems like a good time to focus their efforts elsewhere. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Scoot Henderson. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information, and honestly, it looks pretty serious right now. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
Ayton is out there with Jeremy Grant. And there's Davis. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Sharp in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the TrailBlazers.
This is why you got to be excited about Sharp's future. He's so assertive on the offensive end.
Green against Davis. And Green gets it to go.
He couldn't have played it better. There was just enough room to get the shot off.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland TrailBlazers. Outside for Davis. Ayton sets the pick for Davis. Over Thompson. And again, it's Portland converting. Here's Green. 15 points in the game. Pass to Adams. Outside Butler. Adams with the screen on Ayton. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Adams. Adams has got 6 assists here tonight.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
Now, here's Simons. 6 points for him.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Thompson passes to Adams. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Green. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that's tough if you're the defense. Green just beating them with better O.
Simons, the pass to Grant. Ayton with it. Now Smith defending. Pulls it up. Bank shot. No good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Outside, Green. Down low. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Grant against Smith. Here's Grant. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Sharp. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has a 3-pronged approach to globalization. One is hosting games on foreign soil. 2, teach youngsters to play through academies and camps. And 3, make broadcasts more accessible via television and the web. The returns? 15% growth year over year for the last decade. And an opportunity, in time, to maybe be the biggest sport on earth. Kevin?
Those are big plans. A lot of competition, but I love the way they think. D.A., thanks. Thompson misses. And for Portland, they're shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Grant kicks to Simons. Over Adams. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his third basket of the night.
Smart play by Simons. He sees the mid-range opening and takes it.
Simons against Thompson. Adams taking his time here. And stolen by Ayton. Now, here's Sharp. Adams defending. And Adams sends it back. Now, here's Green. Tight defense on him. Thompson outside. To the middle. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And they double up Butler. From deep, Green. The Rockets again can't hit.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Simons against Adams. Unloads from 13. And Ayton throws it down.
Heads up play by Simons. He sees a better opportunity for his team and moves the ball.
Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Tipped away. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jabari Smith.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Now the dish to Adams. Back to Brooks. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Moves back up. 3 on the clock. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Brooks has got 7 points.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Simons, the pass to Davis. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And here's Thompson. He's got 9. Adams outside. Passes it to Butler. Shoots over Grant. And it's Butler missing.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Ayton, the pass to Sharp. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The TrailBlazers making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Simons kicks to Davis. Pass to Henderson. Clock at 6. Back to Davis. Fires from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Banks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Landale. Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Landale. Now Whitmore. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. And there's the pass to Simons. Grant surveying the D. Outside, Davis. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Davis has got his third bucket of the night.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Whitmore sends a screen for Bledsoe. Shoots over Simon. No good from Bledsoe. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Grant. Now Ayton. He kicks to Davis. Jacks up a three. Davis can't get that one to fall.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
The Rockets with another miss. The TrailBlazers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter.
And one thing you love about Jeremy Grant, his versatility as a player.
GA plays both ends with activity and skill. A switchable 6'8" frame. He's a plug and play on any roster in this league. Anthony Simons looks real comfortable running the pick and roll as the young combo guard continues to grow as a passer.
Simons against Bledsoe. Whitmore with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Banks, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Simons. 8 points for him.
I think Simons wanted the whistle. He goes inside and makes havoc.
Personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line,
gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bledsoe passes to Landale. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the TrailBlazers gain possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Warriors, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Valanciunas comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Anthony Simons. That's good from Davis on the assist from Valanciunas. And 11 points for Davis. Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Brooks outside. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And it's Davis missing. And for Houston, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now, here's Bledsoe. Here's Whitmore. 5 to shoot. Over Henderson.
2 minutes.
Another miss by Houston. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Inside. Kicks it out to Grant. Davis surveying the floor. Over Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Davis. And so here is Houston. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. The TrailBlazers shooting in the second half so far about 45%. For 3, Henderson. Banks with a rebound. Banks has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bledsoe passes to Landale. Here's Whitmore. Shoots over Grant. And that one's good. Whitmore. Whitmore's got his second bucket tonight. And so here's Portland. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside, Davis. Crane for 2 points. Davis has got 13.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Bledsoe kicks to Banks. Here's Whitmore. He's covered by Grant. And it's Whitmore missing. And for Portland, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Davis finds Henderson. Oh, good on the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Brooks from outside. Hits it from three-point range. 10 points for him.
Well, Brooks prefers to shoot his threes head on, but he has the stroke to make the short corner shot.
And so it's the Houston Rockets out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Mr. Moves. Also, Whitmore out there, and it's Banks in at the 4.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
From Jonas Valanciunas.
Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Pass to Landale. Now here's Brooks. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Chalk up 2 there.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And so here's Portland. The Rockets making the shot. Simons with the screen for Davis. The shot will not fall. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Houston. Pass to Landale. players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Henderson's checked in for Davis. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. The TrailBlazers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Valanciunas passes to Sharp. Pulls from the top of the key. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
When Sharp gets everything rolling, boy, he's a tough one to slow down.
To the paint, here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Simons, the pass to Valanciunas. Walker surveying the floor. The pass to Simons. Valanciunas with the ball. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Valanciunas had his hands up and ready on that catch and shoot. He wanted it.
Simons against Bledsoe. Here's Landale. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And the first one drops. And Steve, with the way these NBA players can reach out to each other with ease, how much off-court communication do you think is going on?
I think a lot is going on, Kevin. A lot of these players have been playing with each other or against each other from a long time since they were young in AAU. Because of social media and also the internet, it makes the world that much smaller. These guys communicate way more than we did.
So he gets them both. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Simons. Good D by Bledsoe. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Brooks misses. The Blazers on offense. Henderson dishes to Walker. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Pass to Whitmore. Launches a 3. Rebound by the TrailBlazers. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, it's Henderson on the wing. Passes to Simons. From deep. Eason grabs the board.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Kicks to Brooks. Pass to Landale. Now Eason shoots the 3. That shot no good. Henderson against Bledsoe. Shot from the wing. Henderson no good.
Oh man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Whitmore sends a screen for Bledsoe. Spins. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Walker, following the score by Houston. And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Landale. Here's Eason. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
First personal
Again
foul.
and again, they're
Second
dissecting
team foul.
the defense and creating those
At
high
the line
percentage
for the
looks
Rockets,
from inside.
Eason.
So for the Trailblazers,
At the line for one.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Grant comes in for Walker. Davis is subbed in for
Find the
Anthony
lanes.
Simons.
Find the lanes.
And a switch here
One shot.
also for Houston. Banks is checked in. That free throw good from Eason. And here is Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two, Davis.
Free throw good, Davis. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
And both free throws good for Davis.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The pass to Banks. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal
That one
foul.
on Ayton.
Third team foul. At the line for the Rockets, Banks. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Banks.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He hits both from the stripe. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Davis. Over Whitmore. And that one's good by Davis.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Houston's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Bledsoe passes to Banks. Players we know get mic'd up now, Steve, so we can get some insight to their talking on the floor or on the bench. How would that have gone over in your day?
Well, you know, Kevin, we got mic'd up. I did not like it. You felt funny having just extra stuff that you had to carry around. But I love to hear the communication that goes on in the game now, sitting on this side.
Now, here's Sharp. Ayton, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one good for 2.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Up top, Banks. Back to Bledsoe. Fires top of the key. Nice jump shot. Good. And so Henderson will bring it up for the TrailBlazers. Outside, Davis lets the three fly, buries the long-range jumper. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Outside Banks. Inside. Shot by Eason, no good. For Portland, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Ayton kicks to Davis. Here's the three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bledsoe. To the inside. And it's Whitmore missing. Portland has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Here's Banks. TrailBlazers knocking down the tray. To the middle. Here's Whitmore. The TrailBlazers pull it in. Henderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Grant kicks to Henderson. Passes it to Sharp. Davis against Bledsoe. Releases. With the clock winding down, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Bledsoe. Banks dishes to Bledsoe. Back to Banks. Down low. Here's Eason. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Houston. Jock Landale's checked in for Banks.
One shot.
That free throw good from Eason. Here's Simons. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. Ayton, the pass to Grant. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The length and instincts of Sharp make him a sneaky good offensive rebounder.
Pass to Landale. Inside, here's Eason. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Simons finds Grant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Not the guy you want to send to the line. Jeremy Grant has improved his game from the stripe.
At the line for your TrailBlazers, Jeremy Grant. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Grant.
You know, entering the league, Jeremy Grant was athletic, had top-notch physical tools, and now he has the skills to go with it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Banks is checked in. And Grant drops them both. Rockets leading by 23. Bledsoe outside. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Davis. Here's the TrailBlazers with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Now here's Simons. D right on him. There's the triple. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Simons. And it's now 26 points for Davis. Here's Bledsoe. There's the pass to Banks. Simons against Bledsoe. Banked in off the glass.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Pass to Sharp. Eason grabs the board.
2 minutes in the game.
Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Passes it to Banks.
Portland foul. DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Houston. Banks. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Petaway's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Portland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Henderson kicks to Walker. To the paint. Fires from deep. And again, it's the TrailBlazers from deep.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Rockets leading by 20. Up top, Banks. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Petaway. Now here's Bledsoe. Lets it go from deep. No good there.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Rockets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Steven Adams.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Just 5 to shoot. Henderson, no one around him. Misses the 3. And it's Houston's ball. Pass to Whitmore. Out to the right wing. Kicks it to Bledsoe. The 3. Portland grabs the miss. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here's Henderson. So we see Houston taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.